Have you ever stopped to wonder why clocks tick the way they do? I mean, why is clockwise this specific direction and not the other way around? It feels so natural, so standard, but there's a fascinating story behind it, and it has everything to do with the sun. Long before we had batteries, gears, or even electricity, ancient civilizations needed a way to track the day. In the Northern Hemisphere, where the earliest mechanical clocks were developed, people relied on a brilliant invention, the sundial. Picture this: a simple post, or gnomon, sticking out of the ground. As the sun journeys across the sky from east to west, it casts a shadow. If you were standing there, watching this shadow throughout the day, you would see it sweep across the ground in a very specific arc. It moves from left to right in a circular path. Sound familiar? That's right, it moves clockwise. This daily celestial dance was humanity's first clock. For thousands of years, this was the universal standard for timekeeping. The sun's path dictated the direction of time's passage. So, when clever inventors in 14th century Europe began tinkering with gears and springs to create the first mechanical clocks, they faced a design choice. How should the hands move? Should they invent a new standard? They didn't. They stuck with what everyone already knew and understood. They designed the clock's face and the movement of its hands to mimic the natural, familiar motion of the shadow on a sundial. They essentially put the sun's journey into a box. The hands of the clock followed the same rightward path as the sun's shadow, and the term clockwise was born from this tradition. It was a way to make this new technology feel intuitive and connected to the natural world that people had observed for millennia. So, the direction your watch hands move isn't just a random convention. It is a direct legacy of our planet's rotation and our ancestors' ingenuity in tracking the sun's movement across the sky. Every tick of your clock is a small echo of ancient sundials and the sun's daily arc. But here's a mind-bending thought to leave you with. All of this is based on the perspective from the Northern Hemisphere. What if mechanical clocks had been invented south of the equator, say in Australia or South America? In the Southern Hemisphere, the sun still moves from east to west. But because of the observer's position, the shadow on a sundial actually moves in the opposite direction, what we now call counterclockwise. So, if history had played out just a little differently, if the cradle of modern clockmaking had been in the south instead of the north, our entire concept of clockwise could be reversed. We'd be looking at our watches today and seeing the hands sweep from right to left. The world would look just a little bit different, all because of where on earth that first clockmaker happened to be standing. It's a great reminder that so many things we take for granted are shaped by a unique blend of science, geography, and human history. Thanks so much for watching and diving into this little piece of history with me. If you enjoyed this and want to uncover more surprising stories behind everyday things, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you in the next one.